Alrighty. And alright, cool. Hello everyone, welcome back to another playthrough of Bloodstained Ritual of the Night. We are continuing where we left off.
Gotcha! Fight you! Oh! Fight you! impossible.
Well, well. Look at all the shards you've amassed.
It feels like nothing. Just power. And so long as I'm in control of it, human power.
You're a fool if you think you can soak up that much of their deviltry and still call yourself human.
I'm not the fool here. And I will never give in, to you or them.
Never say never, Miriam.
I have you now, Jibble. The Liber Logaeth belongs to me, and I shall see it returned.
How are you still even alive? I take no orders from a dead man walking!
And now you die. My next attack will not miss.
I noticed my microphone was off. Let me make sure it's good now. Yep, it's catching. Sorry about that. Don't know what happened. Alright, continue.
Master, you must conserve your energy for King Bale.
So I must. You are lucky, old man.
Oh, lost him.
Yes, you did.
Alfred, I won't let you use the Liber Logaeth to plunge the world into...
I must give chase while the trail is still fresh.
Off he goes. No one's listening to you, girly. Fork turn on that way. Take this! I don't want to go on there yet. So we're gonna keep going this way. Let's see. Power slash, powerful one-handed blade attack. Here we go. Nice. Continuing. Yeah, I'm learning that I was the problem with this game. I just need to adjust. That's all it was. Livre ex machina. Livre. So now that I've adjusted,
Take this!
this is going much better than it was. Let's see. There's certain doors that are out. Ooh. Is that a monkey? What did I just see? Oh. Why are you so strong?
Take this!
Why is this monkey so strong? Temporarily increases your stats. Sacred Shard. Wait, so... Oh, here we go. Very helpful. Woman? We ain't finding none. Come down. Oh! That's not what I wanted, though. What I need to do is... So I guess you need to move it closer. There you go. Oh god, there we go. Hit. Cool beans. I definitely find this double jump eventually because that is help a lot in navigating, particularly this place. Because at the moment, there are a couple of places that seem to be out of our reach because we don't have no, come back. The heck? Take this! But yeah, we're definitely going to be continuing this game. Just gotta keep finding things to fight. I just hope we can get a whole lot stronger, because it seems like the areas we're entering, the enemies are like pretty strong, so they take a bit more to get rid of them. We've gotten stronger too. Our health has even gotten a lot better and all that stuff, but you know, we can always get stronger. And I think with every time we level up, our power increases. So that's nice. Alright, I guess we're not here now. Whee! So this leads to okay. Hello. Beast Guardian, summon Wolfman to guard you from frontal attacks. That could be helpful. Here's an list this way. Music stop. Weird. And there's nothing I can do around here. It's just that.
Come.
Okay. There must be like a bridge or something. I'm gonna let my MP come. Must be a bridge or something that allows us to cross over, or maybe there's some other place we can jump down to get to over there. I don't know. While we wait, I finished the show Pandora Hearts yesterday. I talked about it a little bit, I think in my previous playthrough of this, in part 3. It's like you have this kid, Oz Vasilius, who gets summoned and brought down to this place called the Abyss. He makes a contract with this chain called Alice, or named Alice, and they work together to fight other chains and to figure out this mystery of like these Baskerville organization that is trying to put in place the parts necessary to bring about a tragedy that is similar to a tragedy that happened a century ago called the tragedy of Sablier. So I finished it yesterday and it was pretty good. I will say though, there are a lot of unanswered questions. There are a lot. Like, there's one guy named Glenn Baskerville. He's the one who is the leader of the Baskerville group. Looks like there's a path down here we've not gone. And he supposedly died during the fight with this guy named Jack Basilius, who is as you might be able to tell, is related to what's his face? Oz Basilius. Only Jack was around during the time of the tragedy of Sablier 100 years ago. But yeah, he and Glenn knew each other and they were actually in a fight during that tragedy of Sablier. And supposedly Jack killed Glenn during the time. However, Jack is somehow residing, like his spirit is somehow residing in Oz, and Oz can actually communicate with Jack. So, and Jack says that Glenn is also alive, and it seems to be a similar situation as with Oz. Like, Glenn is residing, like his spirit is residing in this other kid named, I think it was Elliot. But they, by the end of the show, they never explain how that works, why that's happening. They never go anywhere with Glenn perpetually they never go anywhere with Glenn supposedly being in this kid, because that's what seems like is happening. Transform into a lily. So they don't do anything with that. They never answer. Because it turns out, spoiler, Alice the Chain, she is actually related, or is the twin of this being called the Will of the Abyss. It looks like the door is locked by machinery. Is something required to pass through? Okay, so that means we might have to run all the way back to here so that I could talk to them to figure out if they know anything about that. I might also need that double jump hint again. Increase firearm damage. So yeah, they don't do anything with Glenn supposedly being alive. They don't explain why Jack is in Oz, like his spirit is residing. They don't explain how it is. Like, Alice has this twin, the Will of the Abyss, but like, why is that? Unclear. I think they just say like their mother gave birth to both of them in the Abyss. Why her mother is in the Abyss, don't know. They also don't explain why it is she, Alice, and Jack had such a close relationship. There's this other kid, Vincent, who is the brother of Gilbert, and Gil is a friend of Oz. So Vincent is Gil's brother, and during the tragedy of Sablier, yeah, I'm not dealing with that. I've yet to go that way because I don't want to deal with this lady. Crap. We're leaving. We're leaving. Yeah, Vincent and Gil ended up being part of the whole tragedy of Sablier, but how they're related, unclear. They actually ended up being Gil and Vincent. They ended up being transported to the Abyss. Don't know what that's about. So Gil is actually hundreds of years old. So there's that nonsense. They never explain because Glenn Baskerville is the one who caused the tragedy of Sablier, or at least in conjunction with Vincent, which again, we don't know how Vincent's related to that. They never explain why Glenn Baskerville even decided to cause this tragedy, because basically what happened was one day Glenn's just like, hey, kill everyone in the castle, and they just went off, and a bunch of his followers and servants went off and just massacred everyone in the castle. Not explain why Gil had that happen. And then during that time period, Vincent does something that causes like this portal into the Abyss to open up. And I'm guessing that's how Vincent and Gil ended up being in the Abyss. But again, unclear. There's also some stuff with the character Xerxes Break. His actual name is This is spoiler, by the way, so if you're gonna watch the show, you can cover your ears or whatever. But his actual name is Kevin Leonard. He is, I guess, a serial killer because he did an illegal contract with a chain, and he killed a bunch of people for his chain, I guess. And he ends up in the abyss, able to talk to the will of the abyss. And by making some type of promise to the will of the abyss, he's able to escape the depths of abyss and come back to life, or come back to reality. And at least I personally never catch like what this promise he made to the will of the abyss is. We also never get answered why it is Baskerville is coming for Oz, because that's kind of a big part of the show. Baskerville is trying to take Oz. They want to kidnap him. And not really clear why they want him. I mean, he can control the abyss almost, but like other than that, it's not really explained what they plan to do with him. It's also not explained why they want to cause the tragedy similar to that of the tragedy of Sabriere again. So like there's just so many unanswered questions by the end of the show that it gives the vibe of either they were planning to continue the show and they just didn't have enough intrigue in the show to do it, or that really is just the end of the show. It makes me kind of want to find the manga and read it to see if that's really how it ends. Cause it kind of ends with Oz being like, "Hey, Alice and I will write our own story. I'm Oz Bastier, or Vescelis, and I'm gonna write my own story alongside Alice." So you know, that type of thing. Oops. It was just, again, it was a good show. I enjoyed it. I'm just confused because I was watching it. I was just like, real close to the end. There's still a lot of unanswered questions. And then without answering a lot of those, it just ends. It ends with Oz talking to his father. Because his father has kind of disowned him, disowned Oz in a way. His father kind of sucks. Well, not kind of, he just does. Let me talk to her.
Dominique, I found a gate that's locked by what seems to be some kind of contraption.
Yeah.
Do you have any ideas how I might get through? Where was it? I saw what looked like a train on the other side.
Well, I have heard tales of a demon train, one so prestigious that only a handful of the Brethren of the Dark may use it.
Brethren of the Dark?
Oh, you know, vampires and the like.
Vampires.
Want to have a look at my wares? It might give you an idea. What are you looking to buy? Is this right? Thank you.
Don't have any keys to purchase.
Is this right? Then we have a deal. Is this thank you? What are you looking to
I also
sell?
some shards.
Is this then we have a deal? Is that many thanks?
I'll keep that.
Is this many thanks? Is this then we have a deal?
Got a lot of those.
Is this then we have a deal?
Keep that. I'm gonna keep my familiar up.
What are you looking
Anything
to
else
buy?
we should get? Let's try some high ether.
Is this then we have a deal?
A substance that poisons you and drains health over a period of time. Why would I? Or maybe
Is this then we have a
maybe
deal?
be helpful somehow.
Thank you. I'll
So she didn't have anything I think I would use.
Oh, hello. I hope you're ready to loosen those purse strings.
No. She said maybe something. Yeah, I didn't see anything in her.
I haven't
Think
seen
that
you in a
would help.
while. I've been worried. What are we transmuting this time?
Let's see. I can make heavy cream.
I'll go with this. I'll go with this.
Nice. Do sword expertise.
I'll go with this. I'll go with this.
Okay.
I'll
Breath
go
of the
with this.
blender.
I'll go with this. I'll go with this.
The one I'm using is none of these. Okay. Maybe I can. This could be pretty nice. Cowboy hat.
I'll go with this.
Create and yep. Done. Tea dress.
I'll go with this.
Create and
Ooh, I like it.
I don't like the way he said that, so. He has a crush on her. I feel like it's so obvious. So obvious. It's still. Increases firing rate. Ah.
I'll go with this.
Ooh, I like it.
I'm sure you do.
Did you see the Eastern man in the red armor? He was at Dominique's supply post.
You mean Zangetsu? Be careful around that one. He thinks shard binders and alchemists are as bad as demons.
He does.
He said he'd cut us down if he saw us again.
Well, we did technically start all this. But I agree, he doesn't need to be so savage.
Those scars on his body tell the story of a rough life.
Oh, well, then I'd better keep my distance.
That you should.
Nice. I like the style. Looks good on her. Alright. I'm about to do a Google search to figure out where I can find them double jumps. Cause that will help immensely. have sworn I was one-shotting those things before. Fail. Just fine. Alright. So let me see. Where can I find the demon for double jump? Double jump. Bloodstained. To pick up the double jump shard ability, you need to defeat Andreas Fuss in Livre Ex Machina. So I need to go out to Livre Ex Machina. Alright, I know what Livre Ex Machina is. I think it was like, yeah, I think it was like up here. Right? I think. We'll head this way. And I think once we get to that area, fighting things will stop. So, somewhat of a boring playthrough, but we are making progress. We got some story progress. We're a bit stronger. Got some level ups, etc. But yeah, Pandora Hearts liked it, but it definitely left a lot of unanswered questions. Wild! Create a shockwave that travels across the ground and rips enemies apart. Could be helpful. I hate those things. I also started watching, I've started watching like 2 animes yesterday. I started watching Bungo Stray Dogs, and I started another one called Lipnir. Bungo Stray Dogs is pretty popular. That's the one with Dazai. People love Dazai. I keep seeing him on my feed when I'm like looking at like, I don't know, subtitle or Nanami or something, and it just like, the eye is always right there somewhere in the corner, and it's okay. It's one of those shows just like ish happens, and there's no like there is an overarching goal, but like every episode isn't reaching or moving towards that goal all the time. So it kind of made it was kind of boring. Like, it's not a show I binge right now. It's boring to me, meaning.
Take this.
And like, it's a lot sillier than a lot of shows I watch. Which is fine. I like a good comedy show. Like, I watch Spy Family. That one has, you know, some silly nonsense in it too. But it's like really silly sometimes. So I think I'm gonna watch that. 'Cause I like to watch an anime while I'm having my midnight snack after I come home from work, which actually means like getting ready for soon. So I'll probably end up watching that during the week since I finished Pandora Hearts. And then another one I started was the Glipnir. This one's really strange. Concept is you have this kid, Kagaya, who can change into like this really big dog mascot monster. And he doesn't know why he turns into this. It's just one day it started happening. And so he meets this girl, Claire, who was trying to commit suicide. He saved her, but for whatever freaking reason, he tried to SA her, I guess? I don't know. He didn't, though. He stopped himself, just like, oh, what the heck am I doing? So he stopped himself, but he left his phone when he had rescued her from the fire. And so she found out who he was. Occasionally, the number of items obtained from crafting increases. So she found out who he was, and she found him, and basically because I only watched, I think, 2 episodes thus far, so I'm not far into it. So it seems like the story is you're gonna have these two working together to figure out what's causing these monsters to come about, because he's not, Kagaya isn't the only one who has experienced this, being changed into a monster like that. So I guess the story is them trying to figure out the mystery of people turning into monsters, while also trying to find Claire's sister, because Claire's sister has been turned into a monster too. It's interesting enough, but there's gross, annoying, unnecessary sexual content, and they're minors, so it's really gross, especially with Claire. Like, it's so dumb. I hate it so much. I don't understand it. But if the story doesn't get like any more interesting, I'm probably not gonna finish it. So that's that one. It's so strange. So yeah, those are the 2 shows. I finished Pandora Hearts. I started the Glipnir. Started Bungo. Over this way. this way, right? I watched my weekly Black Butler and Fire Force. And then I also, what else did I watch? I feel like I started another show. Bungo, Clipnear, Pandora. I guess those are the only shows I watched. I think next week, oops. That since I'm not going to be binge watching Bungo Stray Dogs, I'll probably start solo leveling. My friend telling me I need to watch that one so we can watch it at the same time. So I think I'm gonna finally watch that one. Okay, so let's see if I can. I don't want to open that one up. That monkey is very. Okay, let me see if I can do this. Yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna start solo leveling next week. Probably, most likely. I'm looking forward to it. A lot of people I've noticed are kind of dogging on it though, saying how that that it's not that good. It's all aura farming. They claimed that about Satoru and JJK too, that he's not that great. He's all aura farming. I'm learning that a lot of people do not like JJK, particularly that they do not like Satoru. It's so interesting. It's just so, I don't know. I guess it's not strange because like all animes probably get some type of hate, but like JJK is so popular, so it's kind of strange hearing so many people say they straight up cannot stand JJK, or they think it's mad, or just like, oh, I don't get the hype, you know, that type of attitude. I like it. I think Mappa did a really good job animating it, bringing it to life the way they have. Music's phenomenal. I love the characters. Sure, I can kind of get how the story isn't like perfect, and that's completely understandable. The author of the manga, Gege, I think that is his very first manga written ever. So yeah, of course, there's gonna be a couple of flaws with it, but like for a first one, this is pretty good. I'm fascinated. Like the whole concept of the domain expansions is fascinating to me. The characters, Satoru, Geto, Sukuna, and the whole nonsense going on with Yuji and the curses. I don't know. The world is very fascinating to me. But I'm not saying you have to. You know, like, if you don't like it, you don't like it. But some people just straight up hate it. And I feel like for absolutely no reason. It's interesting to me. It's fascinating. And I feel like you might hear that from people who either didn't really pay attention to the show, or they just want to hate it just to be different, just to be special. It is funny though. I remember before I even watched JJK, I thought Nanami was a villain. I thought he was a problem. I did not know that he was supposed to be one of the good guys. I also thought Satoru was the main character, not Yuji, because a lot of what you hear from the show has to do with Satoru, not Yuji. So those are some misconceptions I had. So I don't know, maybe that's what's happening. People have these misconceptions about the show, pass judgment on it, and then turns out they didn't even read the manga or watch the show. So they just hating it for no reason. Maybe that's what it is. I don't know. So yeah, good times. But yeah, hopefully I can start solo leveling this coming weekend and see if it's as overhyped as some people like to claim. I'll find out for myself. Alright, so we're making some progress in this. Next time we're going to be continuing going on to the left of where we are. We're going to keep like exploring the Livre Ex Machina, and hopefully we can get this double jump shenanigans so that we can explore more of like the Garden of Silence, the Bridge of Evil, and hopefully along that path we can manage to get whatever contraption we need to get past to that train. But we'll see. Alright, so that is it for today. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you on the next playthrough. Bye bye.